Carnivore farming. I hope you're doing good. Good morning from Oregon. Sorry, Oregon. That's awesome. I used your short for a clip on my channel. Okay. I tell that humans are not cows. Okay. I have no problem with anybody using my videos and stuff as long as you can tag me in the video. I think would be greatly appreciated. Just for specific reasons would be nice. Would be great if you can do that. From the Caribbean. That's awesome. Would love to go there one day. It's better than here. We have so much freaking snow up here. I don't know if you guys can see behind me. We got hit with about 2.5 feet, 3 feet of snow as of yesterday. So it hasn't stopped this morning, just stopped snowing. We'll go outside here in a bit. You are tagged as it's in a short. Sounds good. So thank you. I'll definitely check it out as well too. I hope you guys are doing good, having a good Sunday so far. We got a lot of things done this morning. It's only roughly about 9:30 a.m. right now. I don't know what time is it in your areas. Never seen snow in real life. I'd love to. Hey, we can trade places. We can trade places. It's bright white out there. I'm just waiting for my phone to charge is in like 5 minutes, and we can go outside. I can show you guys how much snow we got. We got hit with quite a bit. Your face is there. People can click on it. I look the vocal from the recent video. It got 2000K within a few hours. That's awesome. I've been talking about carnivore and heart disease for multiple years, so a lot of people know a lot of the stuff. They've been following me for a long time, so the more we can make awareness, the better it is for people to actually understand how everything works and why we should be consuming, you know, a carnivore diet more than anything else because it is gonna continue optimizing our body and preventing. You're gonna end up stabilizing your blood sugar. You're gonna reduce inflammation. You're not introducing any type of seed oils to your diet. You're not consuming any processed foods. So that's the way it could actually prevent so many diseases, and we can actually cut down on a lot of these diseases and medications and a whole bunch of different intakes. So it is very, very necessary that people actually realize that. Um, and as long as we can be able to get some good quality meat, which is amazing. So if carnivore can prevent heart disease, can it reverse it if you already have it? So imagine this. So you stop heart disease, but let's say you have some calcifications or you have soft flap. The body has to actually understand that you're not doing this temporary, you're doing this for the long haul. Because your body, your system, your biology is gonna understand, okay, so Mr. Mike is gonna end up, going on a carnivore diet. He's gonna take him about 90 days to actually adapt to that diet. Once the body recognizes that you're actually consistent, you're not still going out on a weekend cheating or taking a few sweets here and there or drinking. So as long as the body understands you are being consistent, it's gonna stop the progression. Once you stop the progression, then you can actually give your body some tools to actually help with the reversal. The body's still missing some tools. It cannot do it on its own, especially in the environment we live in and the lifestyle we live in. Everything is actually heavily controlled. So you have to give it some tools. And these tools could be certain things to rebuild your glycocalyx, to rebuild your arterial defense system, everything. Because doing it just from food alone is not going to help because we've already caused so much damage for so many freaking years. In my opinion, you have a good shot at reversal in some level. You do. Partially you could. It's the same thing where a person becomes insulin resistance and we notice that their LDL is being oxidized. Now the LDL, what happened is the LDL clearance becomes so slow to actually leave your body, so end up getting oxidized. So if you can actually help the body in that process, the more things we can give the body, the more we can actually help it. The more we can give it the raw tools, the raw format, we can actually reverse it. And I am actually producing a formula. I've been working on it for 4 years now to go along with the carnivore diet so we can actually start seeing reversal of heart disease at a faster rate. I'm just waiting for a full approval, and I think is gonna change everything because that is the biggest disease out there that's actually taken a lot of lives that we can actually help that and fix it. So carnivore is going to actually give you the essential to kind of keep your body in a good state of healing phase while you're actually giving it the right tools. In my opinion, Maurice, number one, thank you. Number two, I've been following you for years. That's awesome, Ralph. Good to hear from you. Sounds good. Thank you so much for the support as always. We're getting close to a lot of new breaking things that I think we're gonna do a lot of changes soon. So definitely, let's go outside. Let's go outside. I'm just gonna put my jacket on, and we'll go outside. We need to get some chicken eggs. I haven't gotten any. I actually fed my chicken liver yesterday, so this way I keep them nice and warm at night. So we're gonna go see if we got some eggs this morning. What would be the best cut of steak for the healthiest fat? My favorite cut, because I eat the steak raw. I like sirloin, and I like flank steak. Flank steak is one of my favorite because it actually has a nice kind of a sweet flavor if you leave it in room temperature for about 8 hours and you eat it raw. If you don't want to eat it raw, just sear the top and make sure you kind of cut against the grain. It's one of my best. Right now I'm totally out, so all I've been eating is a lot of lamb. I'm supposed to take some lamb out this morning so we can eat in the afternoon, and I totally forgot. So you just reminded me. We'll go take out a piece of lamb. Okay, Duke, wait. Duke wants to come in. You guys know probably Duke. We'll go say hi to him in a bit. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of flank steak. I like the flank steak. I do, but meat is meat, right? Meat is meat. If you want to kind of reduce costs, and once you start living off grid and you're doing a lot of things, you want to reduce costs on a lot of these things. So I tend to eat a lot of inside, outside round that has a nice, rich flavor. I do add liver all the time. I'm not a huge fan of kidneys much. I love beef tongue. They're my favorite. So is chicken thighs and pork steak good on carnivore or strict red meat? I rather have red meat because they're more nutrient dense. Pork and chicken, they're not a nutrient dense animal, and the problem is if they're not pasture raised, you can end up causing more inflammatory effects more than actually feeling better, because chicken carries about 40 a ratio 40-1 for omega-6 to omega-3s. So make sure you're gonna get them as being pasture raised. Now, don't get me wrong; I love the eggs. I take anywhere between 10 to 12 eggs a day. Good morning, Maurice. You're amazing. I'm sharing your channel with many friends. Looking forward to enrolling in your nutritional school classes in the near future. Thank you. Thanks so much for doing that and getting the word out there. Yes, once I have the class ready, I think I want to have it ready by January 1st. So it's going to be quite amazing because I'm going to have quite a bit of modules. I already have 12 modules to cover a full year of work, and I'm putting another 12 modules strictly on carnivore. So you have one on carnivore, one is going to be on full biology and curing every single disease. It's going to be, think of it as being the future of curing disease, because a lot of people always look at things as, hey, you have an issue, let's get a vitamin or a supplement. This becomes more like a pharmaceutical. Hey, you have an issue, let's give you some medication. So the future is to actually look into everything from the biology point of view, from the cellular part of view, so we can actually empower your detox, so we can empower your mitochondria, and that's very, very essential. Where are you? I'm in Canada. I know you eat raw cuts and steak. Are there any meats you can eat raw, like a ground beef? I do eat a lot of ground beef. Now, make sure if you're going to eat ground beef, make sure you do trust the source, because the source plays a huge role in this. Because ground meat, when you actually notice, they put so many different type of meats and they grind it together. And what happens is it has a very large surface. So it's very likely to actually could contain some parasite or some bacteria based on butcher and how they're processing it. So if you know the source and you can trust the source, then go for it. I trust the source because I've been actually dealing with that farmer for the past 11 years. So I have a ground meat. It's right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's outdoor. It's outside. Room temperature has been there since last night, 7 p.m. I'm going to eat it raw in the afternoon. So I trust it. But always start with the steak because it only has like two surfaces almost compared to the ground beef where it's much larger of a surface. If I miss any questions, you guys put them back on again. Can you please share your thoughts on hormone therapy for women in menopause? You don't need any hormone therapies. You just make sure you're not estrogen dominant. If you are estrogen dominant, then fix that before you try to kind of go on to any hormonal therapy. And the first thing you want to do is try creatine because creatine is going to help with women hormonal for menopause and premenopausal. I don't trust any claims of our medical industry. I imagine you doing the carnivore diet, you have a lot more energy. Maybe you feel younger, have more energy. Can you sleep 2, 3, 4 at night and wake up with lots of energy? With Tesla, he slept. So last night I only had 3 hours of sleep because we've been having a lot of heavy snow, and the snow was falling off the roof behind me. Even thought I only had about 3 hours of sleep. I still wake up quite energetic because as soon as you wake up, you want to create a strong circadian reset and make sure you the first 5 minutes you have some type of UV light such as red light, near infrared light for about 5-10 minutes on your eyes, and after that you're gonna do the flux light of 10,000 because I don't get any sun. As you can see, it's quite foggy here, and we don't get sun for about 3 months. That's the first thing I do. Then I take a shot of creatine every morning because so I can activate full proper ATP levels. Because if I don't do that, sometimes the body, because there's no sunlight, it's gonna be hard to actually activate that. I'm just looking for my bucket. Oh, there it is, down there with the chicken. Okay, let's go get the chicken eggs. Come on, Duke, let's go. Let's say hi to Duke. There's Duke, the little German guy. Hey, what are you doing? Look at that, guys. It's like fog everywhere. Have you been able to fix the timing of your stove so it burns through the? No, I haven't. It's still this morning, for example, was off by about 2 a.m. But the place stayed warm because it wasn't that cold last night. Actually, and you guys can see the snow is like falling off. It's been melting. Even though we had about a good 2-3 feet. But no, it still turns off about 2-3 a.m. in the morning. Then I do get it restarted about 4 when I'm up, so it's not bad. How often you eat liver? Once a week? No, I eat liver daily. I eat about 1 ounce to 3 ounces a day of liver on a single day. I find when I eat it daily, I feel much better than eating it, once a week. I hope I don't lose you guys' signal. Here, let's see if we can get closer to the chicken and get some chicken eggs. So we fed the chicken some leftover liver with some hot peppers so I can keep them warm because if you give them a lot of protein at night, they stay warm so they don't get too cold. So even I slept 2 hours night, next day you don't feel sleepy and take naps. No, I don't feel sleepy or take naps. That's a nice thing about being on a carnivore diet. Your body is very calm and adapts so quickly. Like you don't wake up feeling irritated or tired or groggy or anything like that. That's the amazing thing about it. And trust me, I've been doing it for 11 years, so I kind of can tell the difference. And usually if I'm not going to have a really good night's sleep or I know I'm going to be awake because due to like the weather changes and everything, I end up increasing my fat intake with the last meal. Damn, I used to do it like a pill. Yeah, I'd rather, do the liver on a daily basis than do it once a week. I was doing it once a week and I felt that I get tired or sometimes I get a shock that I didn't really expect. So doing it daily, I find that it actually keeps my mood, keeps me overall very, very stable. How long does the average person ejection fraction improve going straight carnivore? usually an average ejection fraction is going to change within about 90 days. Once your body understand that you're going to stay consistent on the diet and stay consistent on the cuts of meat and eggs and intake of proper intake of food, then the body is going to actually start to allow the system to actually rebalance. Some people will take more than 90 days, some will take 90 days. It depends how responsive your body is and where you came from being as how defective was your body back then on the type of food you were consuming. Taking TMG, bergamot, berberine, and based on your prescribed protocol, it took me hours to find supplement that didn't have garbage fillers. Do any school courses review which fillers to avoid? Yes, it does. I'm gonna actually have one of them. Duke, I need that bucket. Duke, for the to get the chicken eggs. Come on, don't break it. So yeah, I will actually have one of the module teaching everything about fillers, what to look for, what fillers will actually break your fast, and what fillers will allow you to stay in prolonged fasting, because that's very important. A lot of people take a lot of supplementation out there, and they think they're fasting, but you're not really fasting because you're still breaking your fast, because some of these fillers will actually interrupt your autophagy, for example. Chickens, how does carnivore align with type 2 diabetes? Carnivore is going to actually fix your type 2 diabetes. If anything, it's going to reverse it, because it's going to maintain your stability of your blood sugar. It's not going to be going up and down, up and down. It's going to maintain nice and stable all the time. So more fat at dinner compensate the first hours, you're going to miss of sleep. Correct. Especially because the only reason I do it, because you can see my weather here. We get heavy snow and it gets super cold at night. So I increase the fat at night just to actually I stay warm. So even thought my wood stove deactivates about 2 a.m. in the morning, I still kind of been able to maintain good body heat until I'm up by 4 or 5, so I can reactivate it again. So more fat at dinner. My echo been the same percentage for 5 months, but cardiac MRI percentage was higher. I can help you with the ejection fraction. Now you might have to add some supplementation, and some of the supplementation for ejection fraction are gonna be like they're gonna be. Oh, you damaged the Duke. It's gonna be like D-ribose, L-carnitine, magnesium. Hawthorne is gonna be a huge thing. Ejection. I'm gonna actually put a short video on ejection fraction today, maybe later today or maybe tomorrow, and I'll re-update the current one I have. Hold on, let me go inside the chicken coop. Let's turn on the light. Let me get the eggs. You guys follow me here, all the way here. So there's one egg. We should have 6. Oh, I can't get the other ones because the chicken is sitting on them. I don't know if you can see it. She's sitting on all 6 eggs. The damn thing. No, I gotta wait. We'll go back outside. Let's put the egg back. We'll give him some time. I think maybe she's laying an egg right now. Okay, let's go back outside. Okay. Duke, where are you? There you are. Where's my gloves? Great. I would like to see the update and ejection fraction video. Yeah, look her up, Mike, today. I'll put her up. But your mitochondria plays a huge role in this. If you're not going to get your mitochondria working sufficient, such as with creatine or D-ribose or L-carnitine, so you can actually boost it up, it does need some help because over the years, probably it hasn't been functioning correctly. Then one of the fastest way we can do it is maybe offer a peptide like MOD-C, so we can actually activate the mitochondrial level and cause some biogenesis. Hope Duke sleeps in the bed. His body heat will have the nice thing is with Duke, he actually jumps on my bed. He sleeps for almost like an hour or an hour and a half before I actually get to bed. By the time I get to bed, it's like nice and warm, which is really good. And he usually stays on the other side beside me till about 1, 2 o'clock, and after that he just jumps on the floor and sleeps on the floor to cool down. I've seen soft boiling my eggs for 8 minutes. Been soft boiling. 8 minutes is a long time, I think. I usually boil the water, and once the water comes to a boiling degree, I place the egg in it, and usually 6 minutes, and you can crack it open and take the yolk will still be nice and raw, and the egg white is nicely cooked. Because you do want to cook the egg white, because our bodies cannot really digest it that well unless it's cooked. But the yolk, you can actually break it down correctly. Look at my gloves. Where's my gloves? Where's my gloves? So D-ribose, L-carnitine, and strictly meat to improve. I would add hawthorn. If you have access to hawthorn, like good berries of hawthorn, make a tea from it. Actually, it's gonna help boost, because all it is, like the ejection fraction is what do you call it? The heart muscle that requires coenzyme Q10. If you can eat beef heart every single day with your meat, that would be incredible as well too. I read that digestion needs to be acid, so the stomach can digest food better. I read that sugar makes digestion alkaline, so the stomach can digest properly. Is it true? So we have a gut like a vulture. Our gut acidity is about 1.5 to 2 for pH. If your gut acidity is higher than 2, then you're going to end up feeling tired, fatigue, bulging, burping, because your body doesn't have enough acid to break down the protein correctly. So, to maintain good acidity, think of salt, sodium. You need good quality salt to actually enhance your acidity level in the gut. And once you become on a carnivore diet, because all you're eating is protein, such as animal protein, as beef, your acidity is going to actually be stable. Now, in the beginning phase, you always want to assist your gut. Maybe you might take hydrochloric acid to actually improve the acidity. And once you improve the acidity, then you can get off of it. I'm not saying you're going to take it for the rest of your life. You just maybe take it for a couple of weeks, and after that your body will actually start making and producing proper acid. Sometimes the body will take up to 90 days to adjust, and your biology understand that, hey, you've been consistent with the intake of food, now I'm going to start to fix the body and heal it. Any thoughts on next lizard? I haven't heard of that. I have to look it up. You're hard to peel the with less time. I drop eggs to crack a bit. What you gotta do is, before you boil the egg, you know how you have the top head and you have the bottom. Make sure in the bottom you poke a needle. You poke a small hole in the bottom of the egg in the shell before you start boiling it. And just by doing that, it allow the boiling water to go in around the shell. And this way, when actually it's done, you can peel it off very easily. Maurice, I watch because you explain all the best parts of carnivore. Thank you. Cheers, Paul. Uh, this Wednesday, I'm gonna put up a video. It's gonna be quite interesting as well too. Duke, come on, bring it here. Duke is having too much fun in the snow. Here, here, here. Give me the Duke. You can drop it. Ready? Catch. Good boy. So straight sugar like Coke, candies mess with stomach acid, and the stomach pH goes higher to alkaline. Correct. When it goes higher to alkaline, guess what happens? You welcome pathogenic effect. I do need the snowmobile. I got a lot of snow. We got almost about 2.5 feet in 2 days. I reviewed the heart protocol guide you wrote. Incredible. Will your course have a module where we can study and discuss the protocol in details? Yes. And Leilani, anything you see that it actually can benefit my courses, definitely send me an email and point form and tell me, hey, Maurice, can you include the heart flow so we can discuss it, or can we include certain things? Because once I launch the school, I'm gonna have probably two live classes. One class is going to be directly on carnivore. One class is going to be directly on anything else, such as biology, diseases, and anything in specific we need to discuss. And it'll be a pure and a private Q&A. Um, does he saying genetic loads the gun, but lifestyle pulls the trigger? True or not? Just because we are predisposed to disease does not mean we have to enact our genes. Correct. No, no, it is true. You know, we all have specific genes. We all have a specific genetic that actually is predisposition to specific diseases. The question is, what activates that dirty gene? Is it the environment? Is it the food? Is it the manipulation of the food system? Is it the changes in the weather, in the atmosphere, in our water, in our soil? So all these things play against a human being, and that's why we're actually it's the same thing. You know, you have the dogs; they never used to have diseases or heart disease. Now the human have passed our heart disease to dogs and animals. Why? Because we start to actually we brought in pollutants. We demolished the soil that God gave us, the beautiful atmosphere, the environment, the lifestyle. We demolished it. Freaking human beings are so freaking greedy. They just want everything to themselves, especially the upper class. And what happened is that's why we're all running into such a massive disease. Vaccinations, like, come on, from the moment you're born, automatically we take in so many vaccinations to prevent diseases. Is it really to prevent diseases or to actually activate certain diseases at a certain age? So there's a lot of things to question out there. I'd like to understand you straight. Sugar digestible stomach acidity. I'd like to understand how straight sugar digestible stomach acidity. Hey, give me this. From the fat reaching my toes and healing the blood flow. Hey, I could almost sense my pH changing. My toenail fungus for 7 years healed on its own. Could be the pH changes. It is. The body tightly regulates your pH all across the body, but the gut plays the biggest role. What is your opinion on the beef organ supplement available? I don't know about a lot of these supplements out there. Like if you can buy it fresh or you can buy it and freeze it yourself, I think it defeats, it prevents where the middleman has to touch it and tamper with it and actually add certain things to it for us to get it. Why should we go through a middleman if you can get it directly? Like, you can get, if you don't like beef heart, you can, or if you don't like liver, you can get the liver and cut it into small pieces and freeze it into like a bite size. And that could be like your own supplement. Destabilized, not digestible. So that's all we can. The sugar is it's not whether we actually break down the sugar or not. So our pancreas creates amylase. Amylase will actually break down carbohydrates. So that's why we have the flexibility, which is nice. But the problem is a lot of that fiber that we get from fruits or we get from vegetables that actually it ferments in our guts. And the only reason it ferments because it actually we don't have the capacity to actually break it down. So in moderation, it's okay. But the problem is a lot of our system out there. If you look at every single vegetable or every single fruit out there, you think that's the true fruit that you're eating. It's not. It's all been modified from hundreds of years, since as far as back as agriculture started 20,000 years ago. Must subscribe you. This is my first time to connect the internet. YouTube. Best wishes to you, lucky dog. Cheers. Duke is busy. Duke, you wanna dig? Yeah, let's dig here. Here, find me something. Here, go for it. Yes, find me something like gold or something, man. Come on. German Shepherd. Are you from Soviet Union? No, I'm in Canada. This is where I live, in the middle of nowhere. It's pretty awesome. Fermentation in stomach causes pH to go unstable. It goes unstable. The food will ferment in your intestine. You end up feeling fatigued, tired. You end up. Don't you have you ever noticed where a lot of vegans all they do? I have nothing against vegans or whatever everybody likes to actually practice. But every time they eat, they gotta graze all day long, and when they eat, they can't really move because they want to sit down and wait till the food being digested, just because it sits in the gut for too long and it needs to actually ferment. Are you racist? No, I'm not racist. Fermentation in stomach. When I started carnivore, I ended up buying collagen peptide probiotic. It seems to help keep me from loose stool, but could this probiotic set contain a bacteria that is non-beneficial to carnivore? When you actually go on a carnivore diet, your total bacteria system completely changes. So completely changes. So there's no point of taking additional bacteria strains or anything. The only thing you want to do is maybe try some fermentation, such as, let's say, kefir, for example, to actually help assist with the production. But all you need is a strong acidity. And if you ever done like a stool test, if you do a stool test now and you do a stool test a year down the road, you're gonna notice your microbiome and everything completely changed, because now they're adapted more compared towards protein breakage, and they'll get their food from the collagen we consume. It's probably non-beneficial. It doesn't do anything. Seriously, when you become fully carnivore, let's say meat-based eating for numerous years, you're gonna notice people will actually, or I get a lot of companies, they send me supplements to try them out. Trust me, most of the stuff doesn't even work. You don't even feel nothing. Like, and the companies, they get shocked. It's like, well, what do you mean you don't feel nothing? Well, I don't feel nothing because I've been on a carnivore for 11 years, and all the supplements I've tried, you absolutely feel zero effect. And I'm being very, very serious. The only ones you might maybe feel effect is like a nitrate supplement because it vasodilates your arteries. That's about it. But other than that, nothing. Like no certain supplements that people swear by. You feel absolutely nothing, especially when it comes down to probiotics. Why don't you have a wife and a children? Nobody wants to live off grid. So it's just me and my dog. Right, Duke? Come on, let's dig. There he comes. There he comes. He's having too much fun. Here, dig here. Yes, go. Up here. Go for it. What are you smelling? Somebody's coming? Do you have any bears coming today? Not yet. Let's see. You're the only practitioner in my family, and I trust your Substack is incredible, valuable. Thank you for healing us and sharing all your knowledge with us. Thank you, Anne, for putting that out there. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Thank you. The quantity of meat you eat is the same person working, doing hard work, lifting heavy things, or he should eat more meat and sleep more. Listen to your body. What is your body demands for energy? You give it. You shouldn't really just eat because you like to eat. You eat till you're feeling satiated and you're satisfied, and you can last hours between every meal. Whether you eat one meal a day or whether you eat 2 meals a day. So I eat 2 pounds a day of meat with about 5, 6 eggs and probably about 2, 3 ounces of liver. And sometimes I would have sable fish, which is like it's a wild type of fish because it's very rich in good omega 3s, for example, for anti inflammation. So that's my average day. Um, if you're a bigger guy, you move more, you definitely need more, maybe dense nutrients. Maybe you need an extra half a pound or an extra pound of meat. So it all depends on your output. And the output comes from how much fat you require. So if I consume 100 grams of fat and I work out an hour and I play with Duke for 2 hours and I work and everything, that's plenty enough for me. There's no point of me taking more. If I do more than that, if I'm gonna go hiking, if I'm gonna do a little bit more exercising, then definitely I might increase from 100 grams to about 150 or 200 grams of fat. That's my output. My output requires that. So all depends on your output, how much energy you require. Um, just wondering, do you have commercial electricity? How is your internet provided? There's a behind me, I don't know, behind me over there in the mountain. You see it now because of the fog. There's a tower right on top of the mountain. The only reason they put a small tower there, it's a local tower, because about 20 minutes away from here, there's a camping area, and they give them internet in the summertime. But I got to know the local company, and I told them to actually give me access. So that's how I got direct access. Can I cure my hypothyroid with carnivore? Yes, you could. I'm gonna do a video on that. I did promise you. Why am I craving sour? It's not sour you're craving. Your electrolytes are imbalanced. Duke, hey, hey. Let's see, are all the chicken out? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's still 3 more inside. I want to get my chicken eggs so I can go back in. I might have slowed my progress, been eating chicken and pork more than red meat. I would say stick with red meat and forget chicken and pork, seriously. Unless the pork is pasture raised, don't touch it. Unless the chicken is pasture raised, don't touch it. But even that, uh, I'll give you an example. You eat a steak of beef, you're gonna feel satiated and satisfied 100%. You have to eat almost an equivalent of 2 pounds of chicken to get the same effect of one piece of steak. Okay, so it becomes almost like, seriously, we think that we're saving money on chicken and pork, but when you actually look at the amount we eat of chicken and pork, it's almost twice as much as what we eat in beef. So always go for the nutrient density more than anything. And plus, if the chicken and pork are not actually being pasture raised, I'll bet you your omega 6 to omega 3 ratio is quite high, and it's preventing your body to actually go into a healing phase. Hi, where are you from? You have ever heard of Chattanooga, Tennessee? Tennessee in the USA? Is that mean? What are you talking about? Stephen Ray, Chattanooga. Chicken and pork is monogut, so their fat ratio are off on fat soybeans. 100%. 100%. They have pretty much a single gut where pretty much whatever they eat, they will actually expose to the meat and to the fat. That's why I'm not a huge fan of them. I think the last time I had chicken was probably 11 years ago. So yeah, and it's funny, even when I feed Duke chicken, his skin smells different than beef. Where are you located? Lots of available sources through US where you can purchase grass fed. I am in Canada, and I would love to, maybe, I don't know, move to the US. I just have to find like a small acre to live on because I can't really live in the city. Would love to actually go to the US. I think it'll be a little bit easier, a lot cheaper than here, than living in Canada. It is quite expensive. So you almost have to kind of do your own hunting, fishing, if you could. And there's a lot of regulations that are changing. Oh, the account was intended to Mike. He's purchasing meat from Walmart. Would love to have you in the US. Thank you. Even Elon Musk, richest 500 billion man, says his breakfast is always the same: a big piece of steak and eggs. 100%. Consistency is key, and reduce variability as much as possible. Hey, Sandra, how are you? So reduce variability as much as possible if you want to heal your body. I'm from the state Tennessee. It's one of the states. Yeah, I know where Tennessee is. I just didn't know the first part of it you mentioned. That could be probably the city or something. Do you sometimes feel lonely? No, not really. No. You know, I like the way I live. I enjoy it. I do talk to a lot of people. I do interact with many people online, and we do a lot of lives and stuff. And I do have my school coming up and everything. So yeah, it doesn't affect me much anymore. And once you kind of, you know, there's time in life where you get to a point where you know who your real friends are, who your real family are, and that's it. And that's all you care for. And living in a wild like this, nice and calm. That's what we all need. When you've lived in a city for so long and you've worked so hard in a city, you want that calm effect where you can actually, see what we're all been missing all this time. And this is the best way to kind of live. Let's see if that chicken have left the eggs so we can get them. States like Wyoming or Dakotas or Utah may be your type of place to live. I'll have to check. I'll have to look into it. I'll have to see if there's like a nice acre of a room, possibly close to like crown land. So this way, it would be nice actually, or something like what I have here with a lot of trees would be nice. But I have to check. Oh yeah, I think they left the eggs. Let's go get the eggs. Hey you, hold on. So much truth in what you just said, Maurice. Convenience has destroyed our lives. It had. It did. It did. The problem is we got used to so many things in life that everybody wants the easy way. Nobody wants to work hard for it. Nobody wants to kind of collect their eggs every single morning. Nobody wants to actually shovel the snow or cut some lumber so you can actually stay warm. We all got used to the essentials, and this whole essential thing, like all the things that we've been given, it's all part of the program, so everybody get used to it, and nobody can actually go on their own anymore and live. So there's a second egg. That's 3 eggs. That's 4. We got 4 so far. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing one. 5. Hey Duke, wait, I'm coming. We got 6 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eggs. We're missing one more. We usually get 7. Am I too early? Where's the 7th egg? We should be getting 9 by now. Maybe we'll wait. We're too early. Usually I don't come in here till about noon. Maybe that's why. So there we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we got a different one as well. This is from the new chickens. Let's go outside. Here, come, Duke. Come. Wait. Don't eat them. So there you go. We got 6 eggs. We're missing one more. I think we'll get one at lunch. We usually have one at lunch. I have eaten veggies for about a week a time ago, and I felt dieting back to full carnivore. You need to go dialing back to full carnivore. You have to go full carnivore. You need that nutrient-rich food. I eat only 10 eggs. I love it. Cheers to that. Eggs are good for you. Eventually, I think I'm gonna be living off eggs moving forward. Maybe if things go well in the winter time, maybe I'll get me like 20 chickens, and this way I can have like 20 eggs every single day. That'd be nice. Could carnivore reverse cancer? So what do you think cancer comes from? Cancer comes from heavily processed things that the body cannot understand. Metabolic damage, mitochondria damage, environmental effects. There's so many things that starts cancer. Could carnivore heal it? Yeah. In a way, I can't really say yes and no, but if we remove all these metabolic issues that are what causes cancer, which is carnivore will actually remove all of them. Other than that, you just gotta give your body time to actually adjust and heal again. What is the number one food group that cancer feeds off? Sugar.
with a caring neighbor, and she doesn't bother you. Nature living is best as long as you can work from the cabin. So awesome. Nice eggs. What are you and Duke eating today? Beautiful white snow. Um, what are we eating? I'm gonna have some beef, eggs, fish. We're gonna have some liver, I think. That's what we're gonna have. Me and Duke, you're welcome to come by for lunch. A nice 8 hour drive for you. It is nice being here, to be honest with you. It's beautiful, white snow everywhere. It's beautiful in the wintertime. It's more beautiful in the summertime. Sometimes we get hit with so much rain, and I hope it stays like that, and hope nobody conflicts with us. It's starting to rain, actually. Yeah, it's raining. That's interesting. Sugar and processed food and stress, 100%. 100%. That's the most killer. But the problem is, sometimes the cancer comes from, people say, well, I've been eating good all my life. How come I have cancer? Well, it's not so much the food. It's the environment. It's the environment we live in. It's the products we use, shampoos, toothpaste, soaps. All that stuff have some type of chemical that is man-made to shorten your life. Come on, guys. Everybody should actually freaking wake up by now and smell what's going on. If you cannot make it, don't use it. Like right now, me wearing this freaking clothes, I know they're probably like 80% synthetic. There's probably so much crap in them. I try to actually, stick with cotton or linen as much as possible so that it doesn't absorb through our bodies. So there's a lot of things we have to look into. We cannot just look into food and that's it. There's everything around us that we have to adjust. And we always have to kind of ask the question, well, why some of us get it and why some of us don't? Because we activate specific genes and we activate certain type of diseases in our bodies. Some people can tolerate certain things, some people can't. Now my hands are getting freaking cold. Duke, I'm gonna go inside for 5 minutes. The wood stove I gotta turn it on again. Hold on, give me a second, guys. We'll go outside again. I gotta go warm up my hands. Duke! Duke's playing with the chicken. You coming? Yeah, don't bring the ball in here. Wait, let me get the wood stove again. It's turned off. Wait. Hands get cold when shoulder blades are cold, vessels constrict. Yeah, the only reason my hands gets really, really cold sometimes, more than anything else, like I don't feel my face, I don't feel my toes, I don't feel nothing, just mostly my fingers. Sometimes my toes a little bit, because my blood is very, very thin. Now, that's the thing. It's and the humidity we have here is very, very high, very high. Cold hands, warm heart. You said that. Duke, wait. Let me warm up a bit. To preserve core temperature. Hands cold, shoulder blades get cold. Need some water. I envy your life alone in the forest with so much peace and quiet. I live in the city and I'm stressed out by life every day. It is tough. It is tough living in the city. And trust me, I know that because I lived in the city for many years and I don't like it. What are your thoughts on sound waves to help heal the body? A friend has a sound bath and raved about the experience. Frequencies will actually heal the body. 100%. If you want to tap into that energy, all the power to you because it does 100% work. If you have the time and the relaxation zone to actually get it done, that's perfect. Do you have your own cows, sheep there? Not yet, working on it. I was going to get some this year, but I wanted to see how the chicken will do in the winter time. Since they are doing good, I would like to get some sheep. I don't know about cows or not, but sheep would be nice to have, or goats. I'm actually a huge fan of goats because I want some raw milk. I haven't had any raw milk for probably 18 years, 19 years since I was banned here. Thoughts on pine nuts? Pine nuts are good for actually testosterone. You're up high enough that might be pine nuts. We don't, not here in Canada. They're uh, they're empty. Like if I'm gonna make tea from it, from the pine leaves and stuff, you could, but not pine nuts here. It doesn't grow in this area. It's too cold. Here come the question about HBP. What about it? Sheep would give you wool to turn into yarns. True. It's just I don't know. It's not whether I want to do it or not. Um, it's the question is, can I do it without getting any conflicts within what I'm living right now? Because there's a lot of changes. I don't want to start gonna invest into something and suddenly, rules or regulations or others comes up where they actually restrict farmers because keep in mind they're going after farmers like crazy with a lot of things. High blood pressure because you just had a teaspoon of salt. Yeah, it was actually delicious. That was about 1/4 teaspoon. Salt is like consciousness, and it's just amazing. Here's another one. It repowers your energy. It powers your ion, your positive energy and everything. We all need salt, and you guys, nobody consumes much salt. I probably go to about 12 to 15 grams a day. You use different salt, Vancouver sea salt in the morning and during. I do, yeah. That is Vancouver sea salt that I use. Cheers, Gian. Gian. Is it true carnivore reverse baldness? Could it reverse white, gray hair? I don't know. My hair was I was losing a lot of hair and stuff, so now I stopped losing hair. Is it gonna actually regrow again? I don't know. Maybe let's give it another year or two. See if that happens. Some of my chest, I can't really say much, but I know Sean Baker. He's big that he said his hair is actually growing back and stuff. So maybe I don't know. He's been doing it as long as me. I've been doing carnivore actually a little bit longer than him, close to 11 years now. But the only thing that I've noticed after 5 years, my hair stopped falling out. You're 38. I'm almost freaking 48, man. Like 10 years different than you, and I still have my hair and stuff. I would definitely, and I have a lot of gray in my beard. I dyed it today. I've been testing a new dye, natural. I got the ingredients, but yeah, would definitely love to kind of get it back corrected. But the most crucial thing is with the hair and beard is copper, and you want to do like peptide, GHK peptide. I have some. I just got it last week from a friend of mine in the US. There's my little peptide, and there's my little water. So I'm gonna start doing some peptides. I got MOT-C for the mitochondria. I got GH copper as well too. So we're gonna try that out and see if it actually changes the beard color or even the hair greenish. Paul, how long you've been on the carnivore? 11 years now. I received a link to a study this morning suggesting that Redmond sea salt has some metal identified 0.66, 0.08 arsenic, aluminum. This is concerning as I consume Redmonds. I consume Redmonds. So the question is, no matter how many companies out there that sell salt, they all gonna have some traces of heavy metals in them. Even there's heavy metals in your supplementation. Even there's heavy metals in your soils, in your water. Can you get away from it? No, you can't. It's part of nature. What do you eat every day? 2 pounds of meat, eggs, sometimes fish, lots of liver. Oh yeah, and you guys reminded me. I have to go take out some beef tongue for tomorrow. I was gonna do it today. I totally forgot. What are the other salts you use? You mentioned you use Himalayan salt too. Why? For more minerals. The only reason I mix different mineralization so we can get the full benefit of every trace mineral. So when I do my electrolyte drink, I do put um, Vancouver sea salt, I put the Himalayan salt, and I put trace minerals in the water. So I can get all the different uh, mineralization. Hi, doctor. Hope you are well. How much salt shall I put in my water in the morning? Also, what happens if you eat sugar once in a blue moon, but 99% of the time I'm doing a strict carnivore? That 1% is not going to break you, but did you earn it? Ask yourself, did you earn that sugar treat? If you didn't earn it, don't do it. Hello, Maurice. Delina from Singapore. Good luck to you. Happy smile always. Cheers, Delina. Thank you so much. Duke, give me 5 minutes. I'm coming out. Tell me more about bioavailable copper supplement. Are you balancing copper iron ratio? I'm not. It's not copper iron ratio. You gotta balance zinc and copper. Ratio has to be 7 to 1. So the ratio has to be 7 to 1. I don't really look at iron much. We look at the ferritin levels a little bit, but not a big deal as long as you have proper copper and zinc. And your ratio zinc to copper has to be 7 to 1. I go in there to get my gloves and I forgot. Wait, Duke. So copper and zinc. So every 7 milligrams of zinc, you want to take at least 1 milligram of copper. Now, if you're doing the copper peptides, just make sure you're doing. You have zinc in your diet, which is you probably do if you eat quite a bit of meat and organs. And sometimes you don't need to take that much copper because you get plenty. You get plenty from your. You get plenty from eating liver as well too. For those, how are we monitoring iron levels, copper and zinc? You can actually do. You can get an iron ferritin testing and see where everything is at. Because you don't want too much iron that will actually cause your cholesterol to oxidize. For those who haven't experienced the benefits of scheduling an hour by Maurice, I did in late September, investing in your health and blood, and book an hour with Maurice, best investment of your life. Thank you so much for putting that out there. I really appreciate you. Yep, it would be nice. You guys will actually support my channel and you support me to actually be able to open a school, and I think it'll be great. It'll be amazing. 100%. Thank you. Will the body regulate the copper zinc or on do it ratio? You have to do it. You always have to kind of keep it in mind. I always kind of suggest doing a zinc to copper ratio blood testing, and it will actually show a full panel what's the ratios like. So it's always ideal to do it. But if you're ever going to take a supplement, make sure you're always doing 7 to 1. Make sure you're always doing 7 to 1. Duke gets sea salt in his water. He gets mineralization in his water and his food. And he does get magnesium as well too. See, the problem is with a lot of the dogs, a lot of the large breed dogs, they actually have arrhythmia. People don't know that because they don't get enough taurine in their diet. So that's why if you look at their dog processed food, their pebbles, whatever they're called, kibbles, they're very high in taurine to try to protect their heart for the cats and dogs, which is bullshit. Just give them taurine and give them some good organs. They'll be really, really good. If you want to fix your health, call with Dr. Maurice. Cheers. Thank you. No bullshit advice. I've been countless doctors and still was suffering until I got to know who to really fix my body. Thank you so much for putting that out there as well. I appreciate you. Do you think coffee or not? Coffee is a plant toxin. It's poison. The thing is, when you drink coffee, yes, it does have some anti effect in the body. Some people say, it is good. Some people say they don't. Keep in mind, I used to be a huge coffee drinker, drinking 3, 4 cups a day. Now I'm down to about half a cup in the morning. That's it. And trust me, you'll notice a huge difference. But every time you drink coffee, you lose vitamin B1, you lose magnesium, you lose calcium, you lose phosphorus. If you can replace these, then you're doing yourself an okay favor. If not, then you're actually going to become deficient. Very bad. So you can fix that. You can fix that if you want to continue drinking. I don't have anything for some people drinking it. I can't say no to everybody. But if you are experiencing any type of heart relation issue, I would say 100% stop it. Do you offer gift certificate that we can purchase so we can gift to our friends? Perfect Christmas. Yeah, I can put that together. You want to send me an email? I can definitely do that for you. No problem. 100%. I'm hypertensive. Would carnivore help? Yes. You just have to balance your electrolytes. Mold and coffee, and real guys, especially for someone on mold allergy. Yeah, coffee is very packed with mold, unless you wanna make sure you know the roastery and make sure how they're actually preserving their coffee beans. And it's better to get it as a coffee bean instead of being already grinded. What is the best way to support your work, Maurice? Do you have Cash Cap or Venom? Not yet. I cannot have Cash Cap or Venom here in Canada. They don't allow it. The only thing I can do is just through YouTube or through a donation would be appreciated. And I think once I open the school, I think that's going to be even nice, which is we can support each other that way. Awesome. I will tell my neighbor. Well said, Dahlia. Christmas is near. I missed the message. I don't like that YouTube would charge fees. Yes, they do charge fee, and they take, I think, like 30% of something. The only one I have is probably just PayPal, but that's the only one I got right now because here we're so limited in Canada of what we can actually take and not take. I drink roasted dandelion tea with MCT oil. Dandelion tea. I haven't tried roasted. I should I should get some actually. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the stuff, to be honest with you, Greg. But if it does work for you, that's awesome. Can raw milk products or rice cause random skin rashes? Yes, they cause psoriasis. Milk. A lot of people are sensitive to certain milk products. Yeah, they do cause. It's not skin rashes. It's actually it goes under the same form as psoriasis because it actually steals away so much of your vitamin D, and especially if you're not getting enough UVB light from the sun. Also, but not all PayPal accounts can accept payments. True. No worries, Paul. Dandelion is good for liver research. It is good. Give money to Maurice for Christmas. He will all live long weather because all the free health advice. I say every time I know I'm offering money to Maurice for Christmas, so to thank you. Thanks so much. Thank you, Sandra. I really appreciate that. It does help me. It does help my channel grow because I do give a lot of free advice here. Actually, I never really ask for anything, and as long as I have you guys, feeling healthy and you know enjoying this beautiful weather that I have, be thankful. I'll cut out the milk products. Then was having kefir and cottage cheese. Cottage cheese, I'm not a huge fan of cottage cheese. It's heavily processed. You want to kind of be careful of that. I do see a lot of individuals end up getting constipation from it. unless you add a little bit more fat to it. So if you want to have some cottage cheese, just make sure you do add a little bit more fat with it. What's going on, dude? Come. Who dropped all that stuff here? It's raining, it's snowing. I don't know what's going on. Duke, where's my gotta take this from here so Duke doesn't hurt himself with it. Come. Come. So if you guys ever live off a grid, the only thing is you should always plan your water. Because here in Canada, if you don't actually plan your water correctly and you put it underground for like at least 4 feet, it's gonna freaking freeze. So my water for my washing machine is frozen. So I have to actually connect another hose now and see if you can get it going, so I can wash my clothes. Because Sunday is my cleaning day. Hey, what? This is not for you. This is to cut the wood. I don't know if you guys can see it. The mountain is not showing up yet, or else I would have shown you the view. But so where that line is, so the mountain will go up, probably up that high. You'll see it. So it's kind of covered right now with the clouds. Have you seen a bear so far? Any more coyotes? No, nothing for the past week, which is nice. Because it's been snowing lots, so we haven't got hit with many animals lately, which is nice. No, made at home without boiling. Oh, that's perfect. If you're making at home the cottage cheese and stuff, then that's perfect. Make it raw buffalo milk, even better. 100%. 100% to that, yes. I think if I get some goats next year, I'll probably get like 2 goats. And, that's going to be like, you can live off just drinking milk every day. Like the effect on the body, and you can actually fix almost every single mineral deficiency that you have just by drinking raw milk. And you wonder why it's banned. Do you eat wild meat? I do, yes. It's a pure heavy electrolyte, yes. I didn't apply for my hunting this year. I have my hunting license and everything. I just didn't apply for a ticket. Would have loved to apply for a ticket. All I gotta do is just go outside my property 5 minutes and I'm in the hunting zone. Because we got hit with a lot of turkeys and stuff, and I didn't have my license for it this year. I'll get it for next season. Amazing view. Perfect, peaceful. It is very, very peaceful. Like right now, it's actually covered. You can't really see the mountain, but it's amazing. Right, Duke? Duke, you're getting wet. Come inside. Come. It's getting wet. I don't know what is causing the skin issue either. It's rice or raw milk. So the skin, are you getting like patches all over the body or in specific places on your skin, like red patches? These are like, so the psoriasis happens from not enough fermentation. Usually it's a lack of sun that usually happens. Duke, hey, you wanna go hunting? Go catch me like a rabbit or something and come back. Yeah, go get one. We'll split it half. What, you want me to come too? No, you go by yourself. Go for it. Get your ticket. Your hunting partner is coming 2026. I spoke with your hunting partner. Sounds good, Sandra. Yeah, there's I haven't hunted for a long time actually. It's been a while. It's been probably like 6-7 years since I got here, and I've been busy fixing the area and fixing my tiny house. I haven't actually had a chance to go, but usually we go for elk, a deer, a lot of turkeys, rabbits. I have all the gear for it. I have my bow. I got my rifles. I got my shotgun. Get him! Get him! He keeps the chickens in order. Good boy. Come up here, dude. Come. I'll give you a treat if you come. There you go. Look at him. As soon as he hears the word. Okay, where are you? Hey, you. Want a little treat? Okay. Sit. Okay, you stay. I'll get you one. Look, everybody's watching you. You stay there. Let me place the phone here. I'll go get you one. Stay. Back up. Back up. Did I say stay? Look, people are watching you. Can I give my dog? That's what happened when you chew it too quickly. Can I give my dog Himalayan salt? Yes, you could. Put it in the water. He's trying to be good. You guys are wonderful. Duke trained you well. Duke trained you well. Hey, sit. Now. Duke is precious. God protect him. Pots. Pots. Okay, you can tell us a story. Well, is that the snow? The snow just fell? Yeah. Duke is a good boy. Say hi to everybody. Stand up. Come here. Oh, good. I don't have any more. That's it. I already gave you two. I already gave you two. Go. Go check on the chicken. See what they're doing. Go check. Are they doing good? Yeah, they're doing good. You want to say bye to everybody? Oh yeah, let's go get the. Let's go get some lamb. We forgot to get lamb. I keep reminding myself. Hold on. I'll show you. Everybody asks me, well, what do you have, Maurice? What do you have in your freezer and stuff? All I have is meat. I don't have. I have a small fridge in the trailer. That's it. Here's my trailer. Let's turn on the lights. This is my washing machine, but the see, I had a hose going from the trailer under the trailer, and actually it froze. So there's my little equipment. This is what I train. There you go. This is all I have left. This is about 40 pounds of meat left. When I go back to the city in December, I'll actually get some more. And in here, so these are all turkey necks for Duke. So there's my there's the lamb we got. from Australian lamb. This is yak meat, Canadian yak products. This is a farmer that I actually been dealing with for 11 years now. And all I got here is tools. This is how I build my little tiny house, with all the tools. Come on. Back up. Keep the meat in the weight room. That's right. Come on. No, let's go. Let's go out. Let's go. Get the ball. Hold on, let me turn off the lights. Yeah, I'm trying to turn this trailer here, the container, into my gym, but I don't have a heater in there, so it gets quite cold right now. Come on. We'll go inside in a bit. There you go. Where's yours? You'll get yours in the afternoon, okay? He's a good boy. Keep the meat in the weight room, 100%. You get hungry, you can actually just grab a frozen steak and eat it. No snow today for you guys. It gives you a break. Well, it's supposed to snow in the afternoon. I don't know if you can see it. It's starting to rain a little bit, but not a whole lot. When I started Carnivore August 1st, I had so much more energy in the morning that I started working out at the gym at work mornings. Yeah, it's the best thing. You gotta get back into it. If stick to Carnivore. It's actually, it works good, gives you the energy you want. It's funny, sometimes you're like, what the hell do I do with all the energy? Because you have so much, right? Keep in mind, all the food we used to eat before, if you go back 10, 20, 30 years, it's a stimulating food. It stimulates our brain, stimulates our gut, stimulates us to actually stay in stress, stimulates us to actually crave food all day long. Yeah, it's starting to snow right now. Hey, Duke, let's go. You're done playing? Gonna go inside for a bit. Well, you guys have a happy Sunday, and I'm sure we're gonna talk again in the next couple of days. We'll do it again next Sunday. See how it goes. But I'll put out the video today for you guys for the ejection fraction. Somebody I know was requesting it earlier. I'll put that in specific details for you as a short video, and I'll put one on thyroid as well too. Can we do only mutton, fish, and eggs? Yeah, why not? And a bit of raw dairy. I try to avoid chicken and pork as you suggested. 100%. 100% you could. Lamb, goat, mutton, anything you could. That still falls under the red meat categories. A lot of bone broth, if you could, would be great. A lot of raw milk would be ideal. Good quality eggs, 100%. Carnivore totally changed my life. I ate raw meat in front of a coworker. She couldn't believe while she was saying her burger from fast food restaurant. Have a good day. Cheers to that, Sandra. Good to hear. Yes, raw meat is gonna it'll change your life completely. Seriously, the dense nutrients, everything you get from it, it actually keeps you satiated and satisfied. It's an amazing. It's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling. So definitely keep it up, guys. You have more questions, please keep me updated. I'll post the videos up here shortly, and we'll definitely touch base. In the meantime, you guys have a happy Sunday and stay healthy. Cheers. I want to try raw meat, but it's scary. There's nothing scary about it, seriously. Don't worry about the parasite as long as you have a strong gut. You'll be doing yourself really, really good, and you'll actually enhance the acidity of your gut.